All right, so are we ready to dive into the world of numerology? Today, we are going to be tackling a number that I think a lot of people are curious about, the number five.
Yeah, the number five, it's a fascinating one, isn't it?
It is.
Um, it's not just about being adventurous, although that's definitely a part of it.
Right.
It's more about the why behind the adventure. It's like
Yeah.
this number just has this insatiable appetite for experience, always kind of asking, what's next?
I like that. What's next? It's that friend we all have who's always down to try anything once, right?
Exactly.
So based on these articles we've got here, how does that actually manifest for a number five? Are we talking like skydiving and firewalking, or is it a little more nuanced than that?
Well, it can be both,
Yeah.
actually. Some number fives, they are drawn to those really like adrenaline pumping experiences.
Yay.
But for others, it's more about, exploring new cultures, diving into different philosophies, just constantly expanding their mental horizons.
So it's not just about the thrill, but also about feeding that intellectual curiosity. Like their brains are just wired for constant stimulation.
Exactly. And this is where their ruling planet, Mercury, comes into play.
Oh, okay.
Just like Mercury is the fastest planet,
Okay.
Number fives, they possess this incredible mental agility.
Hmm.
They can process information quickly. They adapt to new situations on a dime.
Wow.
And their communication style is often, very quick-witted, very engaging.
So they're always like 10 steps ahead, mentally piecing together puzzles while the rest of us are still trying to find the Ed's pieces. Right.
Chuckles. Exactly. Exactly.
I'm guessing this makes them pretty incredible conversationalists then, right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yep.
And it's not just about being chatty or talkative.
Right.
Remember, Mercury is also the ruler of communication itself.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So number fives often have this way with words, whether they're writing a captivating story, delivering a persuasive pitch, or simply making someone feel instantly at ease with their natural charm.
Okay, so I'm getting serious life of the party vibes here, but what about those deeper connections?
Yeah.
Can a number five actually, settle down, or are they always just chasing the next exciting thing?
Now that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
It is true that their love for novelty can make long-term commitments,
Right.
whether it's a relationship or even a traditional job for that matter,
Yeah.
feel a bit stifling at times.
Right.
But it's not that they're incapable of commitment. It's more that they need a certain kind of connection to truly thrive. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So it's about finding someone who can not only keep up with their pace, but actually enhance that journey of discovery. Someone who sees routine as the enemy, not the comfort.
Precisely. And this is where that independent streak, which we know can sometimes be a challenge for number fives, actually becomes an asset in a relationship.
Okay.
They need a partner who values their need for space,
Mm.
their desire to explore different facets of themselves, and doesn't try to clip their wings.
It's like that old saying, if you love something, set it free.
Exactly.
It sounds like number fives really need that freedom to truly blossom. But what about their careers?
Yeah.
I can't really imagine them being stuck in a cubicle all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And one of the articles we have actually highlights this,
Okay.
mentioning that number fives often struggle in environments that are too rigid or, routine driven.
Yeah, makes sense. So what kind of career paths would really light up a number five's world then?
Anything that allows them to utilize their natural strengths, right?
Okay.
Their adaptability, their communication skills, their thirst for knowledge.
Right.
Um, they thrive in roles where they can be innovative, where they can constantly learn and grow, and where no 2 days are the same.
So we're talking like entrepreneurs, artists, writers, maybe even those globetrotting journalists we talked about earlier.
You got it. And what's interesting is that their career path, it might not be linear.
Yep.
They might have multiple successful careers in different fields throughout their lifetime,
Wow.
constantly evolving and seeking new challenges.
So it's like they have this inner compass that's always pointing them towards new adventures, both, personally and professionally.
Exactly.
Speaking of adventures, one of these articles mentioned that number five is also associated with Leo, the fifth sign in the zodiac.
Right.
What's the connection there, and how does that influence a number five's energy?
That's a great observation, and it really speaks to the interconnectedness of numerology and astrology.
Right.
Leo, ruled by the sun, is all about self-expression, creativity, and this natural warmth that just draws people in.
So it's like this double whammy of vibrant energy.
Exactly.
No wonder number fives have that like light up a room kind of presence.
Exactly. And it's not just about being the center of attention either.
Yeah.
They genuinely enjoy bringing joy to others,
Ah,
sharing their experiences and inspiring those around them to embrace, life's adventures.
okay. I'm starting to think we could all use a little more number five energy in our
Just
lives.
shackles.
But before we get too carried away here, I have to ask, are there any downsides to all this like, frenetic energy?
Right.
What are some of the challenges a number five might face because of these core traits? It does seem like a whirlwind of constant motion and change. It's like they're always plugged into the universe's energy grid.
And that's exactly where some of the challenges can arise.
Mm.
Remember that impatience we talked about earlier? Well, it can sometimes lead to difficulty in seeing projects through to completion. Okay, they might get caught up in the excitement of the new and lose steam when things require patience and persistence.
Ah, so it's that classic struggle of like shiny object syndrome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And because their minds are always, buzzing with ideas,
Right,
they might find it challenging to stay focused on one thing for too long.
right.
One article even mentioned that this can, this can sometimes lead to feelings of restlessness or being misunderstood by others who don't quite operate at their frequency.
It's like they're speaking a different language, one that not everyone around them really understands.
That's a great way to put it. And this is where self-awareness becomes crucial for a number five.
Mhm.
Learning to harness that boundless energy, finding healthy outlets for their need for novelty, and developing coping mechanisms for when those feelings of restlessness arise. These are all part of their journey toward growth.
So it's about finding that balance between chasing the horizon and appreciating the view along the way, right?
Precisely. And that's why if you have a number five in your life, encouraging them to slow down occasionally, to reflect on their experiences, and
Hmm.
to find stillness amidst the chaos can be incredibly helpful.
It's like reminding them that even a hummingbird has to perch sometimes to regain its energy.
Beautifully said. Now, before we wrap up our deep dive into the world of number five, we can't forget about those lucky charms and colors.
That's right.
After all, everyone loves a little extra luck in their lives.
Absolutely. So what can a number five surround themselves with to amplify their already radiant energy?
Well, according to these articles, bright and shiny colors like silver, white, or light blue resonate really strongly with their vibrant energy.
It's like those colors mirror their zest for life, full of light, full of possibility.
Exactly. And when it comes to gemstones, diamonds are said to enhance their natural sparkle. But honestly, any stone that speaks to their soul or reminds them of their personal journey can serve as a powerful talisman.
It's like carrying a little piece of their own unique energy with them wherever they go.
Exactly. And as we conclude this deep dive, I think the key takeaway is this. Number fives, with their unquenchable thirst for knowledge and adventure, remind us that life is meant to be embraced fully. They encourage us to step outside our comfort zones, to never stop exploring, and to find joy in the unexpected twists and turns along the way.
It's like they hold the secret to unlocking a life less ordinary. A life filled with passion, purpose, and a whole lot of fun.
And if that's not a message worth holding on to, I don't know what is.
Cheers to that. This has been an incredible journey into the heart of number five. We've uncovered their strengths, their challenges, their lucky charms, and most importantly, the profound impact they have on the world around them.
It's a reminder that even in a world that often values predictability and routine, there's magic to be found in embracing the unknown and living life on your own terms.
Absolutely. And for anyone listening who's now feeling inspired to tap into their inner explorer, well, that's a deep dive for another day.
Until then, keep those adventurous spirits alive. And remember, life is too short to play it safe. Go explore, discover, and embrace all that this incredible journey has to offer.
Wise words to live by. This has been the deep dive, and we'll catch you on our next adventure into the fascinating world of
Well, that's a secret for another day.